All right, ladies and gentlemen, March 22nd, lesson plan. Okay, here's what I'm expecting you all to do today and be able to accomplish by the end of the period. All right, for those of you all who have been absent the past couple of days, okay, we have started writing and researching the paper. Okay, at least planning it out. All right, the writing prompt is the creature human. Okay, you can read this screen. I'm not going to read it to you. I would pause it here so you can get a feel for what the expectation is. You are writing 3 paragraphs, okay, and each paragraph should have 6 to 10 sentences. Head over to Schoolage. To Amplify now, okay, and let's just kind of refresh our memory on what we did yesterday. For those of you all who weren't here, you can see some of my answers. I'm going to scroll down all the way to the bottom. You can pause and confirm these answers if you like. Okay, you can certainly agree or disagree on whether or not no, this piece of evidence does not support, or excuse me, no, this piece of evidence is the creature is not human, or yes, the creature is human. That's what we did yesterday. Then click over to number 2. Okay, you need to choose a side. Please choose a side. And your job will be to number 1, tell us, is the creature human? Okay, you need to pick a side. All right. The creature is, and then pick your side, human or monster or not human. Okay. You need to choose one piece. You need to choose your best reason as to why the creature either is human or is not human. And then just quickly try to explain why why you chose that as your most powerful, compelling reason to make that decision. Now, this part here is not a a quick assignment. Okay, this should take you the entire period to do. So when I come in on Thursday, I should be able to see complete outlines. Okay, now number 1, pause here and read the directions. Okay, and let me just emphasize some things after you've read it. Um, Decide what reason you will develop to support your first paragraph. Okay. They do this for each paragraph. This is paragraph 1. If you click on number 4, it'll be paragraph 2. And if you click on number 5, it'll be the counter argument. All right. Let's go through it quickly. Find 2 to 3 pieces of evidence that you will use to develop your reason and your argument. So look at what I put here. All right. Now I kind of did it a little differently. I put my reason. Okay. And you can copy and paste this from card number 2 if you want. Here's my reason. This is why I chose my reason. Then, and that can be, we can develop this. We'll probably later develop this into our topic sentence. Number 2, evidence number 1. Now you need to choose a quote. So go back to card number 1 and choose one of these quotes that supports your position. Please do not copy this entire quote. Okay. Only copy the part that best supports your reason. All right. Now you'll notice at the end of these quotes are Grimley 36, Shelley, chapter 7 and 6. Okay. So this quote came from Shelley's book. And you wouldn't be able to find it in Grimley, the graphic novel that we just read. Okay. So make sure that you're looking at that. Grimley 114, Grimley. So these are the page numbers. All right. So if you go over here, let me do 36. All right. It says, before creating the creature, Victor states, but my imagination was too much exalted. So I'm gonna go back and try to find that. I think I can go here. And let's see. Chapter 1. Oh my goodness. Volume. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like it's in 3 right there, 36. And look at there. But my imagination was too much exalted. Okay. And you can see that there. And what was happening in this part of the story? Whoops. Just let's go back. Okay. It looks like he's looking for the body parts. You're going to make sure that you explain like what's happening here. So that's why when I click back over here on 3, my analysis, this is how my evidence supports my reason, how my evidence, I messed that up, supports my reason, this evidence over here. I'm going to provide background information. Okay. What's happening in the story? You can put a bullet point list here. It doesn't have to be in paragraph form. Just kind of remember what's happening, go back to the book and kind of reread those parts and just, briefly talk about, briefly list what's happening in the story. And then interpret what's happening, interpret it for the reader. Like, this is what Victor is thinking, and tell the reader, this is what Victor is thinking and why this supports, most importantly, my reason. All right, my interpretation, and I'm going to put slash support. This is why this quote supports the argument that the creature is human or the creature is not human. Okay, and you should find at least 2. It doesn't mean that you're going to use both. Some of you all may use both, but you're going to find 2 and do the same thing. Let me copy and paste this here down here. Okay. You will go through this process and let me save this, for paragraph 2, copy and paste all those things over. Okay. If you need to rewind, go back and rewind. And then for paragraph 3, okay, because, you're going to do the same thing. Your counter argument. This is why the other side is wrong. Here's the reason why the other side is wrong. And then evidence 1, evidence 2. This is what's happening in the story. And this is why overwhelmingly, okay, the creature is human, can be considered human, or the creature cannot be considered human. Okay. Give at least 2. It doesn't mean you're going to use both. Choose the best one. All right. And that is what you should have done. You should have all 3 parts of the outline complete. See you tomorrow.